What is up, everybody? It's your boy Chuck Spears coming to you again for a second consecutive day in a row. We're looking to see a big game here between TCU and Texas. Coach Dee George is going to be looking to get his guys to bounce back after not necessarily having too spectacular of an outing against Oregon. I mean, as far as Texas goes, we'll just roll with that as we go. TCU is going to take the field. And so is Texas. Get a live look at Coach Dee George and quarterback Johnny Manziel before this game gets underway. I believe Quinn Ewers will be playing for Texas, but we'll have to check on that because it doesn't look like the right number. We'll get that for you guys here in just a minute once Texas takes over. Take care of some business real quick, and we'll get this one underway. Texas kicking off the TCU. Turn man takes it out of the front of the end zone. He was brought down at about the 20-yard line. They're going to mark him down at the 21. We'll get our first look at quarterback Johnny Manziel. Not to be confused with Johnny Manziel. Johnny Manziel. Not a too spectacular of a game, like I said last week, but still was kind of present within it. We'll just have to see how he tackles his second CPU team. Second consecutive week in a row. He rolls out and he throws an incomplete pass, fortunately. Perhaps should have been a fumble. Manziel looks to pass, rolls out again, and this time finds a man, completes it. That'll be number 81. Richardson. So Manziel getting active here with his feet early. You know, he is a dual threat quarterback, regardless on if he's actually decided to take off and run yet. Finds A1 again for a second time. Again, that'll be Richardson. Manziel hands it off. That'll be Johnson with a yard on the carry. Murphy, the second on the tackle. Manziel finds the running back again. And this time they'll pick up a first down. Johnson with the reception in the first down gain. Manziel looks to pass. Completes it. Finds a man on the right side of the field. It'll be brought down about 2 yards short of the first down. It'll be Earl. Manziel hands it off. This time Johnson's going to get a little bit loose. He's going to go ahead and pick up the first down. TCU is moving decently well on the first drive against the Longhorns. Calls an audible at the line. Snaps it. And throws an incomplete pass, which could have either been intercepted or caught, but will fall incomplete nonetheless. Manziel finds a man, and this time he's going to complete it to number 82 for a touchdown. That'll whistle. He's going to strike first here in this title matchup between Texas, or not title matchup, but contested matchup between Texas and TCU. Both schools from the grand old state of Texas. Texas Christian University pulling away here first. Manziel comes back, gets congratulations from his guys. So hyped up. So they'll go ahead and take a 7-point lead here. Start the football game. Texas is going to go ahead and take it out of the back of the end zone. This time we'll get a look, and like I said, to see if this is in fact Quinn Ewers. And it does look like it will be. Quinn Ewers coming out here after his last week and getting ready to attack this Texas Christian offense or defense with their offense. Ewers throws an incomplete pass to start off the drive. Runs an RPO, and this time it'll be successful. No flag on the play. No man was downfield. It'll be number 13 on the reception. See the running back take it here for a gain of about 5. It'll be Jonathan Brooks. Ewers looks to pass. Passes almost immediately. And completes it. Number 13, yet again. It'll be Whittington. So we'll get that name down. My apologies, everybody. I'm just writing down that name so I can add it to my list of guys. That way we can allow this to go a little bit more smoothly moving forward. So Ewers drops back to pass and throws it right at the defender's hip. Texas potentially looking to make an early exit on this drive if they can't convert. And it doesn't look like they'll be able to as TCU gets in for the sack. That'll be Williams, number 52. From what I believe is the defensive tackle position, coming in and bringing Ewers down. Force them to give this ball back. Go ahead and punt it out of bounds at the 8-yard line. So not spectacular field position here for a team that we're still getting used to. But so far they look good. And that's going to get them out of trouble's way. Marzell finds number 87, Wilson, and completes a pass on the right side of the field to get them out of harm's way. At least for the moment. And it's looking good, even better. Number 81, Marzell finds him on the left side of the field. The defense brings him down, but not after they get a gain of a decent amount to bring him down to the 44-yard line. Marzell sends him in a motion, hands it off. This will be Johnson. Johnson getting a little bit loose. Finally is brought down at the 39-yard line of Texas. Marzell looks to pass. Seems to be favoring those out routes on the right side of the field. You see Richardson yet again. He's been a common target for Marzell early this evening. We're going to see number, I'm not sure who that was, what number-wise, but that'll be Russell, number 82. Number 82 is going to get a reception. Marzell looks to convert on 3rd down and 7. Does. Then number 87 will be brought down just past the 20-yard line at the 17. Things are looking good for TCU here early. Obviously want to avoid any crucial mistakes against a team that otherwise isn't necessarily a pushover team. Johnson's going to be brought down almost immediately, if not immediately, leaving him at a 2nd and 10 at the 17-yard line. Marzell looks to hand it off again. This time Johnson's going to get to the left side, and he'll be marked just 3 yards short of the end zone. So it's looking like TCU will go up double possessions here, barring a mistake. Johnson tries to do all he can, but can only get to the 1-yard line after seeking out contact on the play. And if you're TCU, what do you do here? You just trust Johnson. Touchdown, TCU, Jalen Johnson. TCU is going to go up 14-0 over the Texas Longhorns right now, very early in this matchup. We've been a series where we've been seeing blowout after blowout. You have to wonder if we're looking at one in the making here. Go ahead and see if the kicker kicks the extra point. And he will successfully, making this a 14-0 ball game. 3 minutes and 20 seconds left in the first quarter. This return man for Texas will be brought down at about the 19-yard line. Brewers looks to come back out after having to play down. Number 24, Brooks, is going to get a first down on the play. Texas is starting to move a little bit. They did find some success with their run game just now. Texas looks to pass again. This time will complete it to number 85 on the left side of the field, but still be short of the first down marker. 2nd down and 3. We'll do another RPO, but this time the defense is going to read it perfectly. Bring him down with 1 yard to go at the 40-yard line. Texas looks to throw a quick route again, and will do so, completing it to number 85, Helm, for a first down. Man, oh man, guys, the snow is coming down here in Reno. We got about 8 inches forecasted for today. So, what a better way to kind of stay out of that mess than to be here with y'all. George looks to pass. Does. Completes it to number 1, I believe that is. It will be. It'll be Worthy. Xavier Worthy, I believe. May just be a wild guess because his name starts with an X, but that sounds right. So he'll be brought down with a quickness. Brewers in the Longhorns now approaching the red zone. It'll be another interesting screen-looking play. Seems to be what Texas wants to do here early, but TCU has figured that out. Only allowing one of these option plays to go for more than 2 yards. So throw a screen, but this time Ewers isn't able to complete it to Brooks. Bringing up 3rd and 11, so TCU might get Texas off the field here yet again. They're just going to hand the ball off for whatever reason. Not sure what that game planning is, but they're not going to get anything out of it. It'll be 4th down and 11. As the quarter expires, everybody put your 2s up in the chat. Texas Christian leads over Texas 14-0. Texas is going to attempt a field goal, and they're going to nail it. So it'll be a 14-3 ball game. Still not an uncomfortable situation for TCU. If TCU can continue to move in the ways that we've seen them move today. Go ahead and see a stiff arm to knock the guy down, but he's going to be brought down almost immediately thereafter by the backup. Marcel hands it off to Johnson. This time Johnson's going to get a gain of about 2. Marzel finds number 87 for a first down. allowing them to have 4 more downs to potentially make this an even higher scoring game. Marzell looks for 87 again, but doesn't complete it. That was one of those passes that, again, could have gone either way. Marzell rolls out again, this time just to throw it away wisely. Marzell looks to pass, and this time he'll be brought down as the sack. It'll be Hill Jr. on the sack. Go ahead and accredit him. Bringing up a 4th and 17 for TCU. We are going to see an injury here. It'll be Williams or Jr. the second, or not the second. Number 2, Williams Jr. Does look like he's not going to be out for long. Maybe just had a stinger of some kind. Ewers looks to pass, and this time number 3 is going to knock him down immediately. Ewers, another screen to number 13. But this time it's going to get some fruitful yardage again. It'll be Whittington. And that's going to be their number 1 guy to watch on the screen. So you want to pay attention to that moving forward if you're TCU. However, we are going to see a 4th and 1 be brought upon the Texas Longhorns. So TCU is going to get this ball back. Jalen Johnson, 8 rushes for 43 yards and a touchdown, about 5.3 yards per carry. So not a bad start. I figure we're only just now into the second quarter. That's not too bad at all. Marzell's going to be 12 for 16 so far. Marzell rolls out. Number 88 will just step out of bounds after getting 3 yards. Marzell looks to pass on the screen. Texas Christian doing a screen of their own. This time it's going to get them a 1st down. Johnson getting shifty. Marzell looks to pass and will almost complete it. Texas is playing very physical on the football, even though they have been blown apart a couple times on some big plays. They've been showing a sense of urgency still that is yet to be matched. And Johnson's going to be brought down by that same sense of urgency that we were just talking about. A little slow to get up. Have to pay attention to that. Perhaps he's getting fatigued. 3rd and 13. Marzell throws an interception to number 43, and that's what we didn't want to see. Potential horse collar there at the end, but the refs aren't going to flag it. And that's the mistakes that we see Marzell make sometimes that just can alter the total outcome of the game. Brewers will march back out on the field with excellent field position. Perhaps we'll be looking at a 14-10 ball game here very shortly. It'll be number 7. We're going to see a play action by Ewers. He's going to hit his receiver right in the side of the shoulder pads. Canada on the coverage.
And perhaps we won't. Third down and goal from the 5-yard line. Ewers is obviously going to have to pass here. But if they don't convert here, this game may only become a 14-6 ball game. And it doesn't look like they'll be able to as the defense saves the day for Marzell. Ewers is brought down very, very quickly. And this will become a 13-6 ball game, barring the extra, or not the extra point, barring the field goal. Now have a 14-6 ball game with 5 minutes left to go in the second quarter. 6 minutes, actually, if you want to get technical. Marzell will come back out on the field looking to make a difference after making that prior mistake. Marzell looks to pass, completes it for a first down at number 82. Marzell calls an audible at the line. Perhaps he sees something here. And it does appear so that he did. Number 82 is going to get a massive reception. And it's going to bring them all the way up to their own 42-yard line. Actually, the opponent's 42-yard line. So Texas's 42-yard line will be where TCU begins this next set of downs. Another play-action attempt. Marzell finds a man on the run. That's what we talk about when we call him a dual-threat quarterback, guys. Bringing him down just shy of the 18-yard line. Marzell hands it off to Johnson. Johnson a little bit slow at the beginning of the play, but does find a way to pick up at least 5. Marzell hands it off to Johnson, but Johnson's going to be brought down with a quickness, only getting a gain of 1. 3rd down and 4. Texas Christian does have the opportunity to make this still an 11-point game if they don't score here, but they will. And that'll be a second touchdown for Johnny Marzell. That'll be number 5, JoJo Earl. As Coach Dee George has got to be happy with what he's seeing against this Texas Longhorns team right now. Not sure how he completed that, but may have been a little back shoulder, the linebacker, which just wasn't paying attention at all. Tried to play physical on the football, but at the end of the day, it still didn't work. TCU is going to go up 21-6. See a final half drive by Texas here. Perhaps one by Texas Christian as well. Ewers sends a man to the left side of the field. Obviously looking to pass here. Like I said, they're down big and they want to get this ball in the end zone before the half expires. Brooks would be the man right here that gets the ball, and he'll actually get a first down. That'll be his 5th rush for a total of 37 yards. It's Whittington you see getting hyped on the field. Brooks is going to be the man they trust again. However, this time it's only going to amount to a gain of 2. So the clock is still ticking down. Still enough time here to kind of do both things if you want to try both things, which seems like is what they're doing here. I'm not sure if they're trying to bleed out the half or if they're trying to score. But that's going to put them in an obvious passing down situation. Ewers looks to pass. Looks like he might take a sack, and this time he'll just throw it away. So TCU is going to get a chance to score here yet again before the half expires. Ewers has not just been able to find his groove today. Marzell, 4 for 4, 71 yards on the last drive. So a very, very methodical and well put together drive by Coach Dee George and quarterback Johnny Marzell. Coach is clearly playing off of his team's strengths right now, including at the quarterback position. Because that one was almost intercepted as soon as I say that. Of course, there is a sense of independence that comes with playing quarterback. At the end of the day, you still got to make the right decision. Marzell finds a man on the run yet again. It seems like he's completing majority of his passes when he's on the run if they're deeper down the field. And it doesn't look like they'll find a man there either. So it looks like Texas will also get yet another stab at it. Thought for a second we were going to potentially see a blocked punt there. But in all essence, we won't. 1:05 left for Texas to score here before the half expires. Now we're going to see a lot of passing from Quinn Ewers. And that's going to be what you want to see from your team if you're playing from down. Number 1 with a huge reception, bringing him all the way down to the TCU 29-yard line. Ewers trying to channel his into Deontay London or Austin Barley right now. Score before the half expires. Oh, I do want to touch base with you guys. UCLA will be moving in front to the number 1 position. As Texas scores another touchdown, not another touchdown, but their first touchdown, and that'll be number 13, getting even more active than he's already been on the screenplays. So Texas will score here before the half expires. However, like I was saying, UCLA will be moving up to that number 1 spot. Alabama will just be falling down to number 2. Things can change in the next coming weeks. We just took a poll as a community after we were unsure on what to do as far as the AP is considered, and that is the direction we are looking to go in. Not so scary of a margin anymore. As Texas is only down 8 points. And I do believe Texas will get the ball in 17 seconds as well. Marzell might just run this ball out. And Johnson will do that. So we're probably looking at the last play of the second quarter, guys. Go ahead and throw your threes up in the chat. Oh, never mind. I guess they decided that was worth it. Anyways, yeah, go ahead and throw your threes up in the chat, everybody. As always, I'm going to take a little break as halftime does its thing, but we'll be right back after the halftime show. We are back, everybody. Go ahead and throw up your threes in the chat, as we have a much more highly contested ball game now than we did just a moment ago. Ewers looks to pass. This time he'll be brought down after a gain of 4. Ewers will hand it off to Brooks. Brooks will be brought down after getting nothing actually on the play. Ewers drops back to pass. Sees a man coming at him. They are going to pick up. Oh, never mind. They are not going to pick up the first down. The refs are going to signal it at 4th and inches. However, I do believe that should have been a first down. It looked like he reached over. They're going to go ahead and give this ball back to TCU. Ooh, we see a little bit of a return until number 21 has something to say about it. Arzal coming back out here, pumped up that his team's got the lead. Only having one mistake so far for the entire ball game. Other than that, he's been almost perfect. Arzal throws it underneath to number 88 for a gain of 5. They hand it off to Johnson. Johnson won't get much there. Arzal looks to pass, throws it, and I'm not sure if that was tipped or what, or if it maybe was just dropped. However, Texas is going to reclaim possession, barring a fake, which we have seen in the NCCL. They're going to keep the punt in bounds. However, he's only going to take it at the 13-yard line, perhaps not wanting to deal with any contact. Ewers is going to throw one. The receiver is going to get rocked, which could have been intercepted if the DBs were a little bit more aware of the play. Ewers looks to pass. And will complete it for a first down at number 1. So a big play there for Texas, as points are crucial. TCU is kind of at a standstill right now. And we'll see Brooks get a gain of about 5 there. Not being able to make it through the second wave of contact. Brooks is going to pick up a first down. Texas is moving. And that'll be incomplete. Ewers drops back to pass again. This time he'll throw another incomplete pass. Third down and 10. Ewers fakes the play action. Finds a man, but doesn't get to him, and we might have a pass interference here, folks. It does look like we're going to see a pass interference here. So Texas is going to be very close to the red zone with a brand new set of downs. Not really sure how you constitute that as pass interference. However, he's going to turn the ball over as TCU is going to get an interception right out of the gate. Hey, it ain't no pass interference on my watch. TCU has yet another chance to make this game that much more separated. Looked like he didn't even have to try, just was thrown right to him. So looks to pass and gets his man rocked. TCU is starting to march down the field here with another first down. Not in too bad field position either. Anything, including a field goal, would be imperative here to make sure that Texas doesn't have any way to tie this ball game up. Johnson's going to get loose to the left side. Merzel looks to pass and almost throws another interception of his own. However, they are in field goal range, I do believe, for their kicker, if they do decide to go for it on that field goal. Other than that, I think you have to go for it if you're not going to take the field goal here, which they will. There's not adequate enough positioning to poke the football. TCU is now going to go up by 3 more points. 24-13 is your score now. Another 11-point ball game, as 11 points seems to be the most common marginal difference between these two teams here today. And Texas looking to make some noise now after giving it up on their last drive for a field goal. Ewers is going to find a man on the left side of the field on the run, maybe channeling his inner Johnny. The receiver is going to get right up in the face of the defender and start talking his smack. Ewers passes it underneath for a gain of nothing. Whittington is going to be targeted here yet again, and he'll pick up a first down. You have to wonder when they're going to get him back involved in that screen thing that they were doing. So it seemed as every time that he got the ball on the screen, it was going for a first down. Brooks isn't going to get anything there. Brooks is going to be the running back again, and this time he's going to get a first down. Texas is now within field goal range as well. However, all that would do is make this an 8-point ball game yet again, so they do want to score here, make it at least a 4 or 3-point ball game. And it looks like that might be in the cards. Ewers looks to pass and touchdown, Texas. Jatavion Sanders. Texas is now making this game a lot more close than it was But to see if they kick the extra point or go for two here. What a beautiful play. We'll go for two here to try and make this a 3-point ball game. And it does look like they will complete it. TCU now in a little bit of hot water if they can't produce, especially as the fourth quarter gets closer and closer. And that would be a heartbreaking way for TCU to fall here tonight. Turn man's going to be brought down around the 29-yard line. TCU will go ahead and begin yet again to try and get away from what has been a very interesting comeback that we've seen here tonight. Been very unorthodox, but nonetheless, they have come back, at least within 3 points. I do believe we have an injured player on the field. They're not going to call a timeout for it, so I guess not. Johnson, first down. It's what you need from your running back if you're going to get away from Texas here. Coach perhaps not trusting in Johnny at the moment. 2 back-to-back run plays. Perhaps a third. There we go. And throws another incompletion. Now we're in an obvious passing situation yet again. Let's see if he can convert here. And he's just been off the mark accuracy-wise all night. Actually, no, that's not true. More or less the last 2 or 3 drives, his accuracy has been very off. Started this game off very well, actually. Doing what he needed to do, taking those big shots, completing those big passes. However, now, because of that, Ewers will have a chance to tie this ball game and or take the lead. Ewers is going to throw an incomplete pass. Just deciding to throw it away instead of doing anything he could to make the play last even just a little bit longer. And TCU is going to get another break. Marzell completes another pass on the run. Like I said, that seems to be where he completes majority of his passes is when he's moving back there. Nonetheless, they'll pick up a first down. And that's what's funny to me is it's hard to throw on the run. So how do you throw on the run so accurately and so well, but you can't throw when you're stationary? You know? Let me know what you guys think down in the chat. Marzell finally finds a guy. It may have been a little bit behind him on the slant route. That's what I'm talking about when I talk about this accuracy. These are not easy DBs to play against, and so if you're off with your accuracy, you may face some serious consequences. At the same time, you cannot just continue setting up Texas to succeed. These are moments that need to build you. It does look like Johnny is working on that right now. Marzell has thrown over 42 passes now. Will complete one. I'm not sure if they stopped it because he stopped moving forward or if he went down. Take a look on the replay. Did he go down? I guess we won't. Marzell looks to pass again, this time needing accuracy to be on point, but it won't be. Because they are very, very close to being within the red zone, just a yard away. They need to convert here. And they will convert here, so they are now in the red zone at the 6-yard line. So hopefully this game will be a little bit more separated here in just a second. Though it seems like I'm kind of biased, but I got to vote in favor, obviously, of the NCCL teams. When it comes down to games like this where we don't have any users on Texas. Johnson is going to get into the end zone. Touchdown, Jalen. And that's exactly what TCU needed on this drive. They needed to be able to separate a little bit more than they already have been. Give Texas a little bit more to worry about. My apologies, everybody. I did not notice that the third quarter concluded. Everybody put your fours up in the chat, as we are now a minute into the fourth quarter. I don't know how I did not notice that. Maybe I did notice it. Who knows? Anyways, 10-point ball game with 11 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter. Texas is going to start at the 20-yard line. Looks like it's in between the 20 and the 21, actually. Edwards looks to pass. This time gets a man. You might see a little bit more of a sense of urgency from Texas here on this drive. Sooner or later, we're going to start seeing teams go for it. And so you might be able to witness all 4 downs of football being played each time. Oh, and those are scary passes to throw in this situation. However, Ewers has thrown substantially less passes than Marzell tonight. It has completed around the same amount. They're just not getting the looks that they need. And that's going to be a crusher for Texas. That's why you cannot throw those underneath routes in these situations. TCU, if they can score here, it's looking good. That might actually be the second interception for number 28 tonight. Marzell really has a chance to be the hero for his team. Put this game away if he can just be accurate with the football.
And that's exactly what we're talking about. Touchdown, TCU.
JoJo Earl. Texas has lost their footing. Just like I will if I step outside right now. Marzell's got to be freaking happy. As this game just now got out of hand very quickly. 17-point ball game. 3 scores. It's not looking pretty with 9 minutes and 57 seconds left to go for the Longhorns. Defense is starting to get a little bit more pep in their step as well. We'll have to see what kind of plays or mistakes Ewers makes on this drive. I'll go ahead and complete it to number 0 for a gain of 7. We'll go ahead and pick up yet another first down. Still playing very conservative regarding the situation, though. Not really sure what the game plan is here for Texas. Ewers completes it, finds a man. This time he'll be brought down just shy of the 44-yard line. Like I said, we need to see a little bit more urgency for Texas here if Texas wants to be able to pull this one away. I'm not sure what that was at all. That was like a predetermined throwaway, but trying to avoid the intentional grounding. And the accuracy just isn't there. It's looking good for TCU, folks. It's looking good. Is that a head tap? Nope. Almost. Whittington almost went up there and absolutely dogged the defender. And Ewers cannot keep throwing these underneath routes if they want to win this football game. We need to see some sort of sense of urgency. And that's a crusher there. That was a wide open touchdown, and he just missed him. I have to see if they go for it, and they will. This is probably very much your guys' ball game. And Texas will convert. Texas still running the clock down. Not really sure why you run the ball here, regardless of if your quarterback is struggling or not. But I mean, if they want to lose this football game, that's the way to do it. Ewers finds a man for the first down, however the clock is still ticking. soon as they get set up on the line. Texas does not seem to have any sense of urgency whatsoever. Running the ball would be probably the worst thing that you could do here, but they're going to get a touchdown off of it somehow. I have to see if there's an onside kick here. If there is, and TCU recovers, this game is as good as over. You're going to still be down 10 points after this, so you still need to get the ball back twice in 5 minutes. And exactly how feasible is that? TCU is probably going to do all they can to run this clock out. Playing in a chew clock type of way. Johnson has been very productive tonight when Marzell has struggled. Marzell still feels the need to attack the defense through the air. They'll go ahead and pick up a first down. Keep the clock moving. Marzell is really turning up now as he's thrown 2 first downs on 2 consecutive passes, both of which were perfectly placed. Marzell looks to pass. You got to be afraid, though, at some point that he may throw an interception here. And an interception would be the last thing that you need if you're TCU. So hopefully they do start running the ball here. So, I mean, that'll keep the clock moving. So it doesn't really necessarily not work in TCU's favor. However, Texas may still get a chance to get the ball back. And that's just going to make it worse. We're going to get a false start here. It'll be 3rd and 16. TCU looking to bounce back after that loss, like I said previously last week, to the University of Oregon. It's looking good at the moment. However, if Texas can score here in some type of way, you got to be wondering if they get that onside kick, how quickly can this game shift in the next 3 minutes? But we will need to see some urgency out of Texas here. Some urgency out of Ewers. Let's see. Stuck it down in inches. Fell down just short as we'll get an injury timeout. TCU's number 52 will be the one injured on the play. And Ewers just keeps missing those deep passes that get open. You got to wonder if he hit even 2 of those, let alone 3 or 4, how different this ball game would be. They will find a successful screen here. Brooks is doing all he can to get down so they can start the next play. And just another miss by Ewers. Ewers is going to find a man. Bring him down just shy of the 45-yard line. About the 43, 42. And that'll wrap up your ball game, everybody. 3 interceptions for Quinn Ewers tonight. And Texas Christian will hold on. feel like I called him Canada earlier. It might be Camara, unless there is a Canada on this team. We'll get better with the names. But wow, what a game for TCU. 3 interceptions on the defensive side of the ball, kind of helping rescue your quarterback in certain situations. Just everything you need. Didn't have to be perfect today. Just had to make it work as a team. I almost see a sack there as he didn't even get to hand the ball off. Not sure what the offensive line was doing there. Texas is going to have another shot at it, but do not believe this game is going to change as far as the outcome goes. Realistically speaking, even if they score in one play, they still got to kick the onside kick, which is extremely hard to do. And when your quarterback is this inaccurate, it's just not looking good. "56 total passes today thrown for Quinn Ewers. Only completing about 30 of them. And that's just another one that you gotta hit. Maybe don't bullet it, just float it. Texas will go for it here. If they don't, TCU is probably going to increase this margin by at least 3 points. And he had another man wide open yet again for another touchdown and just missed him. Marzell and company will pull out of this one victorious. See a couple sets of knees and maybe a run play. And that'll all but conclude this one, folks. TCU will hold on. I'm actually not going to say the score yet because it looks like they're probably going to have to kick a field goal. It looks like they might kick the field goal, actually. So for the moment, TCU will hold on 38-28. It looks like it might be 41-28, and it will be. TCU holds on over the Texas Longhorns 41-28 after Quinn Ewers throws 3 interceptions to lose this game for the Longhorns. Marzell didn't look too pretty today, but still got the job done. Taking care of business where it needs to be taken care of, and Coach Dee George, you just got to take him how you get him. At the end of the day, a win's a win. Go ahead and look at the stats here. Marzell with a 98 quarterback rating. Ewers with a 65.4. 33 of 58 for 361 yards, 56 completion percentage, and one more interception than a touchdown. Jonathan Brooks did all he could today for this Texas team, but it didn't end up being enough. 17 for 86 yards and a touchdown, 1 broken tackle, and 27 yards after the catch. Jatavion Sanders, the leading receiver for Texas today, 7 receptions for 79 yards and a touchdown. And Donnie Mitchell will have 6 for 74 and no touchdowns. Xavier Worthy and Jordan Whittington will get 1 touchdown as well. The screen man for Texas today. You have to pay attention to how that plays out in the future. On the defensive side of the ball, there wasn't really a whole lot that went down today. Bush with the interception on Marzell. But other than that, TCU was able to kind of struggle their way through this and pull through. With not a whole lot of defensive contention. Kicker was 2 for 2 today for Texas. at a long of 48. And then a crap ton of punting yards. Ryan Sanborn. Ryan Niblett on the kick returns, 7 for 129 yards. Xavier Worthy only 1 for 5. Marzell, like I said, 98 complete quarterback rating, 31 of 50, 3 touchdowns and 1 interception. So a great bounce back week for the young quarterback. Jalen Johnson did his thing today, 22 for 105 yards and 2 touchdowns. That's what you want to see from your running back at the same time as you see multiple touchdowns from your quarterback. Cordell Russell with a touchdown. JoJo Earl with 2. And then just an overall contribution from majority of these other guys. On the defensive side, I was correct. Number 28 had 2 interceptions today. So that'll be Nook Bradford with 2 interceptions. So there is a Canada. Okay. There's a Canada and there's a Chimera. So I didn't get that wrong. Chimera will be the guy with the other interception. So 3 total interceptions today for Quinn Ewers. Prince James with a decent amount of tackling. And same for the rest of the defense. 2 for 2 on field goals along 47, so making it very, very similar to the stat line that we saw for Texas's kicker. A little bit more yards for Easton Black than we saw for the Texas punter. JoJo Earl was 6 for 133 yards on the kick return when he wasn't out there scoring touchdowns. And 1 for 6 on the punt return.